gave me? Huh. Looks like a journal. Grandma's journal. This is her handwriting. On the front flap it says, "To my dear niece, to record thoughts both mundane and magical. Vivian." Vivian was Grandma's aunt. She must have been a witch too. Here's the first entry. Today's chores took me through the portal, where I spoke at length with the fairies. Did she write fairies? Maybe I'm misreading the writing. Or maybe there's even more to discover on this island than I realized.
Feitiço de aumento de energia. Olha, isso é legal. Pois, galerinha, eu não ia gravar agora, mas aí ela sentou aqui para ler o diário que aquele cara que apareceu no velório, né, da avó dela, e ela sentou ali para ver e viu que leu um negócio ali, tem fadas, né? Não sei, vamos lá. Feitiço de aumento, vamos usar.
Dullness binds my body tightly. Awaken me and make me sprightly.
Novo projeto. Caldeirão está disponível para a construção em seu porão. Como assim? Nós já temos caldeirão. Nossa estamina aumentou muito. Ok, vamos lá, né? Porão e ver o que aconteceu aqui. O que tem aqui no porão? Caldeirão. A gente pode botar mais de um caldeirão. Oh, isso é bom. Porque a gente pode fazer outras coisas. Tá, morreu todas as nossas plantas. Eu acho que antes da gente ir, a gente tem que colher, né? As flores. Replantar outra, tá. Eu vou lá, vou ver se eu consigo comprar a flor. Tem flor aí pra vender pra gente? Ela tem girassol. Vou comprar 3 de girassol. E vou comprar esse aqui, ó. Semente de... O que tem aqui para essa estação? Nós temos milho, com 5 dias. Vou comprar 5 milho, 5 desse, 5 morango, 5 açúcar e 5 tomate. A gente vai plantar esse aqui, que tem para essa estação, né? Eu vou colocar aqui para crescer mais rápido. Vou colocar isso aqui para dar mais. Tá? Aí agora ela vai dar 6, vai produzir 6 cada uma. Ok, plantei aqui.
I've been reading this journal. It belonged to Grandma, and...
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I know Hazel took the journal in for rebinding. I'm glad that it's safely back in your hands.
There are entries that mention the fairies. Does Fairhaven have fairies?
You still have much to learn about the magic on this island. But before I tell you more about that, you must prove that you understand us. As a coven, speak to the Farseer witch. He will explain.
Tá, vamos falar com o Vicente.
We've lost many witches over the last few years. I thought that someday I'd get used to the ache those absences leave behind, but I never do.
Your Gran wasn't a fan of our masks, but rules are rules. You've got to earn our trust before we can reveal who we really are. Unless you think you can guess my name.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Don't be calling the faithful unless you mean it now. You're to complete a test. Each member of the coven will ask you for a magical item.
Eu tô quase
You're
certeza.
to bring it to
Você é
them
o Shelby.
Sounds easy enough.
during the day, in town. If you give it to the right person, we'll say so.
What? But what if I give it to the wrong person? Won't Cameron freak out if I give him some magic doodad?
Don't worry. Civilians can't read incantations. It just looks like a blank piece of paper to them. I'm to set you the first task. It has to do with time.
Oh, time travel? How far back can I go?
You're not ready for that yet, novice.
Time travel?
You can try pausing time for a moment to give you long enough to finish what you've got to do. It will only work while you're in the place you read the spell. Once you leave that space, time will resume its course. Here's what you need to write the spell. Come to me during the day when you've finished it.
Caraca! Caraca, nós temos um feitiço agora que congela o tempo. Que da hora! Esse encantamento vai congelar o tempo até você deixar a área atual. Não se preocupe, as pessoas não mágicas não vão perceber. Cacilde, isso aí é legal. É muito legal.
Is all the secrecy and fancy speech getting to you yet?
Is it that obvious?
I was the same at the start. It's annoying, but worth it.
Does every witch here just accept the fact that seasons have to get turned? Like mattresses?
No, not at all. It was hard for me to accept, too. What I learned is that places close to well springs are easily untethered from the realities of our world. For example, weather.
Ai, meu Deus.
Cast any good incantation spells lately?
No.
Ugh, me either. I'm not very good at them. Potions, though. I'm a killer.
Hi, Thomas.
Your grandma, she was strange for sure, but she had respect for the land. Our families were close, and Hazel was special.
Yeah, she was.
She always wanted you to love this place as much as she did. So, I'm gonna teach you farming. For her.
Great. When do we start?
Right now's as good a time as any. Take these cotton seeds and plant them. But you better plant them quick. They take a while to grow and they only grow in summer. You can buy more cotton seed from me and a few other things if you need. You can grow this cotton and turn it into cloth. That makes a bit of money. Dyed cloth is even better. Come see me when you're ready to learn about making cloth.
Sabe que eu senti falta aqui de um local para você colocar comida e as galinhas pegar automaticamente e comer, sabe? Local para botar a comida e as galinhas ir lá e comer. Em vez de você vir todo dia de manhã aqui e ter que dar comida para elas. Tipo, as vacas, eu acho que a gente não tá dando comida para elas porque tá plantado. O feno, eles estão comendo do feno aqui, ó. Tá vendo esses matinhos aqui? Então quando a gente compra, ele é como se ele plantasse. Mas para as galinhas a gente tem que ficar dando, deveria ter um negócio pra gente colocar comida. Não sei se tem, pode ser que tenha e eu não sei.
Tara! 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 Did something happen?
We want to build a lemonade stand. That's what happened. Mommy said she would help us with the lemons, and Daddy said he would help us build the stand. But we still need the wood for the stand. And some sugar.
It's hard to say no to that.
Plus, if you help us, we'll give you a lemonade discount. So you'll be like an investor. You can see long-term returns.
Emmy's been reading a book that Daddy bought. He said it was boring. But Emmy doesn't think it's boring.
You scare me.
Business isn't scary.
It kind of is, though.
Well, let me see what I can do.
Way! Endless lemonade!
Have you got the ingredients?
I sure have.
Great. Come to the diner tomorrow night and I'll have everything prepared.
Ok, espere até amanhã à noite para que a Sofia prepare o jantar romântico.
Juliet
Okay.
says I spend too much time at the cemetery, but I find it comforting. If you ever want company when you go to visit Hazel, let me know.
Thanks. I will.
Who is this stranger who is gracing me with her presence? Is this my wife?
Cut it out, Parker.
Come on, Lena, I'm just teasing. You work too hard. The shop, the kids, visiting your dad in Milkwater. At least you should take time to hang out with your friends like this lovely lady. Am I right, Tara?
I think Parker's right. You should take more time to yourself, Lena.
I would if I could. But then who would run the store or make the kids lunch or you two just don't get it. You know, I wish I had more time to spend with my friends. Really, I do, Parker. But then I really don't have that many close friends anymore. I haven't done the best job keeping up with people. I am glad you moved back, Tara. It's been so nice rekindling our old friendship.
Boa.
Ah, just the miner I was hoping to see. Have you struck silver in them dar hills yet?
You know it's not hills, right?
Of course. Sure. Mostly. Look, I love working with precious metals, but I have no idea how to extract them. And I need some silver for our wedding bands. If you dig up some raw ore, Natalia can turn it into an ingot that I can work with.
Let's see what I can find. You and Angus deserve the most beautiful rings.
Ah, eu tenho, toma.
Is this the kind of silver you need?
Oh, Tara, this is perfect. I can't thank you enough.
Just give me first look at the rings when you're done. They're going to be stunning.
Here, this is for you. Thanks so much.
Obrigada. Tá. Isso aqui, o que precisa? Opa! Caraca, cera de abelha. Gente, ainda bem, hein? Porque eu só tinha uma mesmo. Invocação de coisas. Isso aqui eu não usei ainda. Eu vou fazer um desse. Eu vou fazer mais dois desse aqui.
Am I sure this is the Farseer Witch? I'll have to make another incantation and explain myself if I'm wrong.
Morning! I've got exciting news. I've been named this year's captain of the summer festival.
Wow. So does being captain mean you get to ride on a parade float?
No, but I do get to organize everything and make sure the festival is perfect.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, it is. Francis did it one year and almost had a nervous breakdown. Hey, hon, I need your help. The festival is a day-long celebration, culminating in a big bonfire down by the beach. I need wood. Lots and lots of wood. Please bring any you can spare to Thomas. He's volunteered to help assemble the bonfire. Thanks so much. You're the best. I know you don't sit Shiva, but I wanted to give you this anyway.
Thank you, Sophia.
As a community, it's our job to come and lift you up in your time of mourning.
I've got lots of wood for you.
Oh, lovely. Would you be a dear and run it over to Thomas, though? He is assembling the bonfire.
Aqui, Thomas, as madeiras.
Here's the wood for the bonfire, Thomas.
Thanks.
It's really nice of you to help Sophia out.
If that's bait, wash ashore, I'm not biting.
Well, nice talking to you, Thomas.
Wait, I need a favor.
How can I help?
The summer festival is meant to celebrate the bounty of Fairhaven. Sophia and Angus spend the whole week leading up to it cooking and baking. Sophia asked me if I'd help her with the corn for popcorn. I filled up as many of my plots as I can spare, but it won't be enough.
You need me to grow corn?
Yep. Here are the seeds. 5 bushels ought to do it.
Já botei já pra crescer. Ele tá vendendo coisa agora. Opa, ele tá vendendo um livro.
Hi, Tara. Yeah, I'm just doing inventory. Can you tell me how many cans of sardines are over there by you?
Sure thing. Looks like 3.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm just so distracted. Parker and we can't seem to communicate very well lately. I don't mean to pry, but your fiancé left, right? Do you have any idea why?
We just weren't compatible, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Funny thing is, as different as Parker and I are, we've always kind of fit together. I love Parker. I hope this tough time we're going through is just a temporary blip. Thanks for listening. And it means a lot to me that you trust me enough to share your personal story.
Que é pra me levar um encantamento para o vidente durante o dia. Eu acho que o vidente é o Shelby. Vamos ver. Por causa da voz rouca que ele tem.
Looking forward to the summer festival, Shelby?
It's a bit tamer than the summer festivities I remember from my boyhood. Less music and dancing.
Shelby! I didn't know you danced.
Oh, I can dance circles around any of you young folk.
Am I sure this is the Farseer Witch? I'll have to make another incantation and explain myself if I'm wrong. Here you go, Shelby.
That's fine. You keep it. You'll need it.
So I passed?
You were always gonna pass. Now, go on. Don't want folks getting too curious.
Uhul! Sabia que era você, Shelby! Gente, as vozes dele, eu sei que eles botam as vozes dele pra ficar diferente, mas a voz dele é muito parecida. Veja o vidente, tarefa concluída. Sabia que era você desde o começo, eu sabia.
Tara, there's something I've been meaning to say to you. I'm so very sorry about your gran. I knew her death was coming, but it still hurt. Hazel and Marcus were the only people I could talk to about where I came from. Sometimes I wish so hard they were still here that I forget they're even gone.
You can talk to me. I know I haven't been here as long, but I'll always listen.
I think I think I will tell you. Just a bit. I was born in Hungary. Ooh, I know. I don't sound like it. Spent most of my time on these shores after my parents passed.
I'm sorry to hear about your parents.
They knew it was coming. They were, I am Romani. No one read cards better than my ma. But that's a story for another time. I think my sharing gears are rusty. Can that happen?
They might feel rusty, but you can't lose the ability to share parts of yourself.
That's a relief. Thank you, Tara. You got all the best parts of your gran.
I have a lot to learn about witchcraft, but not to toot my own horn. I know how to be a good friend.
That you do. That you do.
Ai, verdadeira amizade. Sabia que era você, Shelby. Eu sabia que era ele. Ai, galera, mas eu vou me despedir de vocês aqui, né? Aproveitar aqui, eu vou me despedir. Ai, foi muito, muito bom. Bom mesmo, eu sabia que era o Shelby aí. Se você chegou até aqui, muito obrigada. Não esqueça de deixar aquele likezão e vejo você no próximo episódio. Tchau, tchau, beijo com Deus e até a próxima. Bye!